Thank you. If you mean it. I think I have a good time with all the music and comedians and so forth because I think it's important that comedians and musicians unite together against our common enemy, magicians. Alakazam, Alakawee, Alaka, get the fuck away from me. I don't need to know what orifice that card came out of from your body. It is not important to me. Recently, I was eating 24 Hot Pockets for breakfast because life's not worth living. Seriously, man, if they cancel Emily in Paris, I'm out of here. I'm gonna swan dive off the parking deck. Nah, they're never gonna cancel that show. It's just stingy to me. But back to Hot Pockets, right? So I'm going down on this Italian afterbirth inside of, sure, garlic bread, and I noticed on the packaging that Hot Pockets refer to themselves as sandwiches. Get the fuck out of here with that. Of all the things you can call the culinary abortion that is a Hot Pocket, a sandwich is not one of them. A Hot Pocket looks like a white dude with dreadlocks heard about what a burrito was and then tried to make one on his own. Yeah. You can't change the meaning of words just because you want to take part in something else. You can't do that. Like I was at Olive Garden last week and I looked under their mixed drink section and they sell an Italian margarita, which is not a thing. Like, they have the martini and the Negroni. Like, just stick to your own guns, man. Like, what is an Italian margarita, right? Is it just like salted with garlic salt, like a wedge of mozzarella hanging on the glass? They sold an Italian rum punch too. Again, doesn't exist. I guess it had the punch because it had one of Tony's fingers floating in it, you know? You see companies do that all the time too. They'll just change the meaning of what they do or what they sell just to like piggyback or tag along to some holiday that might be in the news or coming up on the calendar, right? Like BP or Shell will try to be like, hey, here at BP, we care about Earth Day. Not really. Or like 84 Lumber being like, Happy Arbor Day. Not anymore. No joke, last week, on Monday, I got an email from Hotels.com that said, here's how Hotels.com is remembering Martin Luther King Jr. And I said, well, first, hopefully, better security. He'd still be dreaming thanks to your fine turn-down service if you just up the security a little bit. You know, the best part about that joke is that it works again when we celebrate Robert Kennedy's assassination. He too fell victim of shoddy hotel security. How come when I'm driving, I only see slow children at play and not academically gifted children at play? I want kids out there throwing perfect spirals because they did the calculations, you know what I mean? Let's see. If you give a 13-year-old boy a 2-liter of Mountain Dew and a trampoline, within an hour you will have the next Red Hot Chili Peppers album. That is just how that math works. I always set my alarm clock for 9/11 so I never forget. They get a lot of sponsored ads on Facebook for dwarf wrestling. That's right, me get a lot of ads for dwarf wrestling. Like more than you think. Like, I don't know how many dwarves are living in, like, my area, but it's like a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday event. Like, Thursday, Thomasville, Friday, Clements, Saturday, Winston. We got you covered. My one question is, like, is the ring to scale, you know? Because I don't want my heroes getting winded trying to climb the turnbuckle, you know? Look it up. We can go to it together. Let's see. Recently, my girlfriend turned 27. Don't worry, you don't know her. She does comedy at a different open mic. But I took her out to eat, and we were having a good time, and she looked at me and she told me that she had never had a broken bone. And I looked her dead in the eye and I said, yet. Yeah, she didn't like that one either. Let's see. I'm gonna do this last little bit, and then I'm gonna go find a Republican and tell him the storyline of Euphoria and just watch his head explode. So is anyone out there doing the Ancestry.com DNA test? Anyone? Paul? Glad to be doing that? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. White people just trying to find a little spice in the mayonnaise. Just anything. Just anything. We're just fucking like Moldova. We'll take whatever you got. I don't want to know anything about my family. Both sides of my family have lived in the South for way too long, right? Like I knew 3 of my grandparents, and that was one too many. And I'm not going to learn anything good by knowing more about people born before 1916, right? I don't know much about my dad's side of the family. I do know that on both sides I had people fight for the Confederacy, which arguably is still a bad thing. You know, it might win you favor in certain congressional chambers, but it's still mostly bad. But on my mom's side of the family, I do know that we're related to the Wright brothers. So if you think about it, I'm kind of responsible for 9/11. All right, y'all, I'm busy. Come see me.